Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
I'm the other random asshole, Steele-Rhoads. Welcome to the show.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, spoiler alert for... spoiler alert. Marvel, spoiler alert. Endgame, spoiler alert. Avengers, spoiler alert. I think we've said spoiler alert enough in the first 25 seconds that if you've continued on and not seen Endgame, that's your own damn fault.
Right. If you're
spoiler alert. Right. And when you're watching, this could hit fucking years later. And if you ain't seen fucking Avengers Endgame by now, fuck, that's on you. You had the weekend. All right.
We were probably in one of the last fucking groups of people that
we were the first of the last group of the weekend. We were the first on Sunday morning to the theater with about, what would you say, about 40 other people? Maybe 50?
Yeah.
It was pretty full, but the front wasn't loaded
I was going to say it's about 2/3, half, or 3/4.
Yeah, I would guess the capacity would probably be about 80, 90 people in there.
Well, like I said, I didn't see as many people going to this showing because it was early and people go to church.
Right. Except for us heathens that fucking don't go at all.
Don't believe in that shit.
Yep. Okay. Should we just plow through the plot and take our thoughts on it from that point?
Well, you can start with plot and we can interrupt it.
Okay. It picks up right where. I shouldn't say right where. It picks up 3 weeks after Thanos used the Infinity Stones.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
It's right here. 3 weeks. 2 days. 2 days.
No, it started just before.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow, why didn't they even mention that? That's bullshit. They completely fuck Hawkeye on that one.
Right.
That's right. It starts... Well, I thought something was seriously wrong at first because the lights came back up.
Right.
And the screen goes fucking dark. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. And then the movie starts. Lights are still on, but the movie starts. I'm like, okay, this is still fucking weird. And it's Hawkeye with his family. Looks like they're getting ready to have a picnic. He's training his daughter with a crossbow. Or with a long bow and arrow. And she makes a perfect shot. Boom. He's about to say congratulations. And everyone's fucking gone. Everyone is gone.
And the dog.
And the dog. Everything is gone except for him. And they just... From there, they cut to the Avengers.
They cut to the...
Avengers headquarters.
The Marvel...
Oh yeah, then they cut to the Marvel credits.
That goes to where you say.
Yeah, and in this it says 3 weeks. They say 2 days. They say 2 days when they're fucking killing Thanos.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 days after. It was 3 weeks because it was 2 days after that second snap.
Oh, that's right. It was 3 weeks after he used the Infinity Stones to disintegrate half of all life across the universe. Captain Marvel saves Tony and Nebula.
Yes.
That's where it starts off on. Is
the Tony talking to Pepper.
Pepper did the trailer that everybody saw. Fucking everybody saw.
Right.
That was a cut down version of the speech that he does give, and then he goes to sleep. Nebula puts him in the driver's seat of the ship. I think she's doing it assuming he's gonna die because of the lack of oxygen. She doesn't need oxygen. She doesn't need anything because she's fucking machine. Mostly machine, but I think she set him in that seat, as his final resting place. At least he's gonna be able to
be the captain of it.
She can tell how smart he is because they work together enough to.
Right.
The thing I liked about it is it showed Nebula's compassion for being half machine, half woman that's been just tortured her entire fucking life. Tony's offers her fucking food, she doesn't eat it. She's like, no, what the hell, dude, eat it. She's trying to keep him alive. Oddly enough, you wouldn't expect that from her having them two just met. But he wakes up in the captain's chair to a bright light, and that bright light just happens to be Captain Marvel, and she just grabs the ship and fucking flies her ass off.
I still think it's actually Miss Marvel. Fuck you.
Right?
It's Miss Marvel.
Right. Let's see. She returns them to the Avengers, which the only living Avengers that they know of, we know of fucking Ant-Man as well. But Black Widow, Hulk, Cap, Rocket Raccoon, Thor, and Rhodey.
We also know Hawkeye.
Yeah, we know Hawkeye's still alive too. He didn't dust out.
But they didn't mention that.
Yeah.
At that time.
Right. They hatch a plot to go get the Infinity Stones from Thanos. Give it one more go on him. They get to him and have him fucking dead to rights, and he tells them, "I destroyed the Infinity Stones after bringing Titan back to."
Not Titan.
Wasn't it Titan?
It
was his hometown, wasn't it?
No.
Or his home.
No, because they
don't actually say where.
They don't say where. It's not Titan because Titan is where they were like Tony and them were.
Oh, that's right. That's yeah. They go and find Thanos.
It's the garden. Right.
Just find out that the stones have been destroyed, and Thor finishes them off with a fucking headshot. Finally goes for the head. They cut to 5 years later.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah. And Ant-Man is released into a storage facility. Walking or
like an impound lot, I think.
Something like that. No, it was a U-store. It was a storage lot.
I'm pretty sure it was more of a.
I don't think so. I think
impound.
I don't think it was an impound because the only reason I don't think that is because the dude let him out without any question, and it said right on the sign, "You store it." When they came in.
Hold on a second. I gotta pause. All right, we're back.
Okay, I'm pretty sure if it was an impound lot, they wouldn't have let him walk out with a wagon full of his own shit.
But I wouldn't see either way because probably about 5 years since anybody paid anything.
No, I bet Cassie was.
Mm-hmm.
She had to be surviving in the house somehow.
I guess.
And I would.
But she would been a kid.
Would that matter if you fucking have the ability to shrink or get big or small?
I'm guessing it might have been a storage, but
I mean,
it could have been an impound lot.
Right. It could have been anything. He ends up walking around freaking. Where the hell? San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
He's walking around San Francisco, and it looks like 28 days later. Basically, there's like Priuses on frickin' bricks where people stole the tires off desolate streets. But he finds the Avengers. Long and short of it.
First, he looks up at those have vanished.
Oh yeah. He finds the memorial of those who have vanished and sees his name, which freaks him right the hell out and sends him to the Avengers, which is where we all saw the.
But he didn't find Cassie's name.
No, he didn't find Cassie's.
Then he goes.
I didn't see Hope's. I didn't see any of the Van Dynes on there either. I didn't see Pym or Van Dyne. They flashed the areas where they would be, and they weren't there. You would assume, but they were on the run as it was. So you're gonna honor the fucking dead criminals? No. But again, another trailer moment. The Scott at the door.
Yes.
And the audio played out exactly as it did. Like, people were like, no, that's two different things, like, chopped together. And it was two different things chopped together. They just stuck on the Ant-Man thing with her answer because they didn't want to reveal the slight bit of red coming back in her hair showing that there's time elapsed.
Right.
He starts theorizing about time travel. They go to Tony. Tony's like, fuck off. Like, he basically Wolverines them. He's like, yo, we got this idea where we can really, it's a time heist. This could be great. And he's just like, fuck off. I've won.
You can stay for supper
if you don't talk shop.
If you don't talk shop.
But Tony and Pepper got married, had a daughter named Morgan.
So the daughter was probably about 4.
Yeah, I guess 3-4ish. Yeah, probably.
I'm guessing more like 4.
More 4 or 5ish. Yeah, but still, The little
They had their they had their daughter pretty much right
immediately
away.
after. Yeah.
Actually, she might have been pregnant
When he disappeared.
Because he had a dream about.
Oh, that's right.
Daughter.
That's right. And he's good with his dreams. He's good about the dreams. He says no at first. They go back to him later after the rest of them leave.
We go to Hawk net. They go to.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Well, no. They do the Peter thing first, where he fucking starts going through his shit and finds the picture of Peter, and then they cut to Hulk, and you can see when he finds the picture of Peter that it's like, fuck, he's not just gonna let this go. But then they go to Hulk, and if anybody's a wrestling fan that watches this, if you're a fan of NXT, Cash Sono, or if he's not on the Independents, Chris Hero, Thor looks like Chris Hero, like long blonde hair, big old beard, and a fucking gut.
That's a little bit yet. We go to Hulk first.
Oh yeah, they go to Hulk. Hulk has come to a peaceful agreement with Banner, and it's Professor Hulk.
Right.
It's Professor Hulk. When I saw the uniforms of them walking, I'm like, it's fucking gonna be Professor Hulk. They've shown no Hulk other than Bruce standing there looking at shit, and it's like, it's got to be Professor Hulk. It's the only thing that would make sense because the costuming just it's Professor Hulk, and that's what they went with. And honestly, he is the Hulk Hogan of the Avengers. Like, they play it like he's Hulk Hogan. You know, say your prayers, say your vitamins, say your vitamins, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, drink your milk, Hulk up, listen to your mother.
As soon as you see him, I start laughing.
Right. He's wearing clothes.
Hulk wearing giant clothes.
Right. God damn, can you imagine the big and tall shop he has to fucking shop at? Damn. Banner and Rocket go to Norway to recruit Fat Thor.
Right.
Fucking Thor is way out of shape.
And I said it before it said in the movie.
Lebowski. Yeah, he's walking and like drinking something, and Chris goes, "Big Lebowski," and fucking, you're drifting, Lebowski, and if like Tony Stark comes popping through, and I'm just like, nice, good way to call that one.
I didn't even watch that movie, but I know.
Right. Black Widow finds Clint Barton in his Ronin persona, less Hawkeye, more Ronin, just destroying the Japanese mafia. Like, destroying.
Well, he destroyed the Mexican mafia.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah. He's destroying all
the evil
that he can, because he somehow thinks that they're not even somehow thinks that they're responsible. He has no governor on him. He has no family. He has no loved ones. He assumes everyone in his life has disappeared. So he is dedicating all of his life to
and
ending those who hurt others.
She told when right after he destroys Mexican mafia, she tells War Machine, to find him or find out where he's going to be next.
Right, and she'll go after him.
And
that was after they do the 5 year later reveal where everybody's kind of split up and away from each other, and the Captain Marvel short haircut reveal looks fucking amazing on her. It really did. She pulled that look off perfectly. But yeah, go to Tokyo, recruit Clint back get Hawkeye back.
Or Ronin or whatever you want to call it. Because he's not really Hawkeye in this movie. He's more Ronin.
Tony starts working on simulations of time travel to see if he could get anything to actually work. And when he stumbles across it, he utters like, "Holy shit!"
And his
daughter's right there, and he turns and sees it, and he's like, "What are you doing down here?" And she's like, "Shit!" And he's like, "We don't say that word. Your mom says that word. She coined that word. It's her. That's all her. What are you down here for? Popsicles." Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Tony Stark as a parent moment. Gotta love it. It is fucking amazing. But he, in that moment, is just like, I have to get back with the guy with the Avengers and help them.
No, he says he could throw it all away. Tells Pepper.
I know. I'm skipping some bits. I'm skipping like minor bits. I mean, we could go beat for beat, line for line. It's still that fresh in my fucking head. But
all right, he tells Pepper
he could throw it all away or try and fix it. Let it go.
And she's like, you don't do that.
You could throw it all away, but would you be able to sleep? And he's just like, yeah. No. So all the remaining Avengers get together, plot this time heist, and figure out that in New York, in 2012, during the first Avengers, there was three Infinity Stones in New York at that time. So they, let's see, Hulk, Cap, Ant-Man, and Tony all go to New York 2012 to get those stones.
Yes.
Rocket and Thor go to Asgard 2013, Dark World, I think was where they went back to. And to get the Soul Stone, or to get the Reality Stone.
Reality Stone.
And in doing so, he gets his hammer back.
Yes.
I just like the moment where he's like, hold on, wait, hold it. And his mom's like, nah, it sometimes takes a minute. All right, I'm still worthy. Fucking takes Mjolnir back with him.
You do know that Stormbreaker, you don't have to be worthy.
Right.
Anybody can
pick up Stormbreaker. Yeah.
Stormbreaker.
Mjolnir is the only one where the worthiness is.
Yes. And actually, if they went back further, it wouldn't matter. If they would have went back to before the first Thor, anybody could carry it.
Carried the hammer?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, because Odin didn't...
Odin put it on
him at that point. That's right.
Hammer. Cast that spell on the hammer in the first Thor.
Right. Okay. In the New York heist, they are able to get the Time Stone. Banner is able to convince the Ancient One to give him the Time Stone. They get the...
Which is actually a brilliant way of bringing the Ancient One back.
Right. It really was.
Like, how the hell is
the
Ancient One going to be in this damn movie?
Right, and convinces her by telling her that
Doctor
Strange gives it to Thanos, and she's just like, wait, what the fuck? I'd rather give it to you now than have it end up in his hands then. It's the Tesseract that gets... Loki gets it and disappears with.
Loki gets his hands on the Tesseract. Yes. And then Captain America fights Captain America.
Yeah, Cap fights Cap and hits him with the Loki Pokey stick to slow his roll. So we've got two there. And then upon figuring out that they fucked up and don't have the Tesseract and they don't have many pin particles left to do any more dives through time, Cap and Iron Man jump back to the 70s and steal an earlier version of the Space Stone and some vials of pin particles.
Because they were at the same place.
Right.
The facility, which ends up, I'm guessing, would be the same facility that
S.H.I.E.L.D. sets up shop on.
I was thinking,
because that downstairs,
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
that has the airfield.
Maybe I was thinking it was the place that where they had the Tesseract in the long run, or at the beginning of the Avengers with that big underground base. Because I mean, it's got the same.
I would think that because
they actually hold on. Let's see, do they say where? No, they just traveled. They traveled at S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters in 1970, so it was a S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters.
But
which one? We don't know.
That could still be the same.
Right, very well could be. So they end up getting the Tesseract that way.
And some pin particles.
And
Tony gets to talk to his dad, Howard.
Yeah, that was a nice little roundabout moment. Gives him a hug at the end, and it was super awkward and hilarious at the same time.
It was.
And then they go to 2014 Morag, which was the beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
And to prevent Quill from getting the Power Stone, they get it before he does, successfully. But Nebula is discovered because her network feeds into the network of that time's Nebula and
because it's the same network.
It is the same network. It's the same Nebula. But
it just
they're able to like basically hack good Nebula, current Nebula, with previous Nebula, and like get the lowdown on everything that we already found out, pretty much. Let's see. They all got the stones, got Nebula. Okay, that's right. Tony has made a gauntlet that they've put the stones on. Banner volunteers to be the one to wear the gauntlet and do it because he knows he can survive because most of the radiation come off of it is gamma radiation.
Right.
So it's only going to actually probably make him stronger. We don't know how that turns out in the long run because they really didn't answer how that affected him other than the arm at the end. He's got his arm in a cast on that hand. He's able to bring everyone back. And in bringing everyone back, well, not in bringing everyone back, but as he's bringing everyone back, Thanos from the past, 2014, attacks Earth.
Nebula helps him because the 2014 Nebula takes 2023's Nebula's place.
Right.
And then pretty much sends out a beacon for Thanos.
Let's see. All shit breaks loose. They fire everything. Nebula uses the time machine to... That's how it was. Nebula used the time machine to...
That's what I said.
Yeah, that was right. Cap, Thor, and Stark confront Thanos. Battle occurs, and in the battle, Thor is getting Stormbreaker pushed into his chest, and all of a sudden, Thanos gets cracked in the face with Mjolnir. And
that was awesome.
And lo and behold, Cap can weld Mjolnir. Not just a little bit either. Like, he has full capability of the lightning, of like it was fucking epic. Period. Like, he's just destroying, and as he's beating ass, Thor's like, oh, I knew it. Like, and see, I think the thing is, I don't think that Cap couldn't move Mjolnir in Age of Ultron. I think once he felt it go, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna be like everybody else.
Right.
And just like fake that he couldn't at that point.
I kind of think the same thing.
But knowing the entire time,
he's like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah, I don't want to show off. I don't want to show off or piss Thor off. Because, I mean, they were just getting to know each other.
Right.
And, you know, but Thor knew it. Cap in the back of his mind knew it. And we all fucking knew it, honestly. We knew that shit was coming. And God damn it, it was epic. Thanos overpowers them, summons his army to lay siege upon Earth. Nebula, from nowadays, the good Nebula, convinces Gamora of 2014 to turn on Thanos, which she does successfully. With everyone back, portals start opening, and everyone.
All right.
We forgot fucking the Soul Stone. Forgot how they got the Soul Stone. Soul Stone was a battle between. Where they get to Volmir, where they have to. The decision is made. Someone has to go over, and the two that end up there are Hawkeye and Black Widow, and they literally fight each other over who's going to kill themselves to get the Soul Stone. And the winner, if you want to call it that, is Black Widow. She outsmarts him, attaches him with a cable, and then makes the jump herself. He grabs her. She lets go of him, but he won't let go. She kicks off the wall to her own death, and Hawkeye wakes up in... I assume that is the Soul Stone that he woke up in? Because it's the same place Thanos woke up with little Gamora. I was actually figuring that Black Widow would be there, or his kids would be there, or something, and he just woke up in a desolate thing, which could have been a dream, we don't... They were really ambiguous about that. But, yeah, okay, that's how they got that.
Now flashback.
Yeah, now we're back to Black Widow's the only one that isn't restored because the sacrifice.
Gamora isn't.
And Gamora isn't either. Current day Gamora isn't because the sacrifice to the Soul Stone is a permanent trait. Or is it?
All right, so
let's see.
Yeah, we got everybody.
Avengers restored, Guardians restored, all of Asgard's restored, or the armies of Asgard are restored. Wakanda's restored. The Ravagers show up. They're fighting Thanos. And fucking Thanos is who does he start losing to? Who's beating his ass to the point where he's like, "Bring the fire," or "Fire from the sky" or something like that.
Hold on 1 second.
Pause. Is Captain Marvel?
No,
he got the gauntlet back, and Captain No. That's right.
I knew
He got the gauntlet back, and everybody is trying to keep it off of him. 3 of them have him basically dead to rights, like almost get it off of him completely. And he says, "Bring the fire, or fire from the sky, or rain fire upon him, or whatever." And they just start unloading shots onto the ground below. The ancient ones,
right.
the Doctor Strange's army all opens up these giant shields that protect them, and the guns like turn their aim towards the sky. I'm jumping around with the battle sequence a little bit, but the guns eventually aim up at the sky and just start firing into space. And
Captain Marvel destroys.
Yeah, Captain Marvel just fucking comes whipping through all these shots. That's what they're shooting at. Captain Marvel, she comes through, just plows through the ship, plows through everything else, comes down and just starts whipping all kinds of ass, just like all kinds of ass.
Then they get. I forget who started with Gauntlet. Was it Ant-Man?
Yeah. No.
And then
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
When they caved the building in, they destroyed Avengers headquarters, and we forgot that whole sequence too. Like Hulk and a couple of people, Hulk, Rhodey, and someone else are all trapped. Rocket are all trapped under the thing, and Hawkeye or Ant-Man goes to save them. Hawkeye finds the gauntlet in the ruins as well. It's Hawkeye that starts the run. He starts fucking running and fighting shit off. Hands it off to Black Panther. Panther gets it. He's about to lose it, and Spider-Man swoops in, gets it. Spider-Man gives it off to. Who does Spidey give it off to?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. No.
Captain Marvel hadn't shown up by that point.
Spidey's the one that loses it.
Right.
Spidey's the one that loses it to Thanos. Thanos gets it on, just about to make the snap. Captain Marvel pries his fingers apart.
Yeah, that's Iron Man.
Iron Man pries the fingers apart.
Iron Man fights him.
That's when Captain Marvel, they start firing at Captain Marvel, because then she comes in, wrecks house.
She was there. That happened during.
I was right. She was the first one to fucking start fighting him and try and keep his hand from fucking snapping.
No.
Yes, sir, because then Thanos decks her across the fucking battlefield, and Iron Man sees he's about to make the fucking snap, and just like darts over and grabs his hand, and fucking gets bashed away. And when he gets bashed away, Thanos makes the snap, but nothing happens, looks, and all of the fucking gems are gone, and Iron Man's fucking standing there, full Iron Man gauntlet with all of the stones infused. He makes the snap, disintegrates Thanos' army at the sacrifice of himself. Was that right? Because Spider-Man loses it. Fucking Captain Marvel tries to get it off of him, gets bashed away. Iron Man comes in and fucking gets the...
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. Disintegrates Thanos' army, but dies from the energy released from the stones. At Stark's funeral, every fucking buddy is there. We were just talking about this. Why was Bucky there?
Right.
That made no fucking sense. Well, it didn't make sense, but it did make sense because it was like Cap and all his friends.
The other thing is, Far From Home.
Right. Where does that take place?
Not just, even if it takes place where it's supposed to, 2023.
No. I think I know what happened. I think there's gonna be a deleted scene on the DVD where they use the van to put those that got dusted back to the times where they got dusted at. Put everybody back that just came back that 5 years.
Yeah.
Because if they do that, then Far From Home would make perfect sense that he would be going on the trip again. Wouldn't have to worry about that because it doesn't happen. I do, because there's segments of the bus ride that are very similar. The outfit he's wearing is almost identical. The chunky kid sitting just in front of him in the exact same spot on the bus trip to there. So I'm thinking that like that ties in somehow, but maybe not really. You never can tell. You really can't.
Because I don't think it's the same trip. Because they're going out of country.
Yeah.
That might be a trip to...
Oh, you're right. You're right. That is two totally different trips. It's two totally different trips. Because the one that they were going to, they were supposed to be going to like a science museum or some shit across town.
Right.
And then this one, they're going, yep, you're right. You are right. You're very right. So that is two totally different trips. All right. So we got that one figured out. We got that.
Right.
This is going to take place afterward. I still think they might drop him back in the time that he disappeared from, so it doesn't fuck with his going to school, aging, any of that bullshit. You know.
That don't make sense either. It just cause
maybe the undoing snap that the Hulk did took everything literally back to like moments before Thanos got the snap off.
No. They said they can't change history.
That's right. Yeah. It definitely takes place afterwards.
It's 2023. And because you have to be able to acknowledge Tony's death.
Right.
And Captain America's old.
Yep. Oh, we didn't get to any of the after funeral stuff. After the funeral, Thor appoints Valkyrie leader of New Asgard. And then proceeds to join the Guardians of the Galaxy for a beautiful 5 minutes of fucking argument between Quill and fucking Thor about who's the leader.
No, they didn't argue about who's the leader as much as how to lead them.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Because they both said that Quill is the leader.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Oh, I know, you're the leader. I acknowledge this. Yeah. That was just fucking brilliant. Captain America goes on the mission to return each of the stones to the exact place that they came from at the exact moment that they left them.
Right.
And in doing so, they do the 5 count and pull the lever, and Captain doesn't come back. And who was it noticed first? Was it Rhodey? No.
Yes.
It was it was Rhodey that noticed. Or no,
Bucky.
Bucky noticed. And Falcon, not Rhodey, Falcon was the other one that was there. It was Bucky, Falcon, and Hulk. And they see an old man sitting next to the
They see a person sitting.
Yeah, they see a person sitting
They see him from behind.
Yeah, and Bucky and
Sam.
Bucky and Falcon walk up. Falcon gets Bucky's like, you go ahead and talk to him. Goes up and talks to him. It's
old man.
It's old man Steve. Decided that he wanted to go back to his time. That's the one thing that's making me think that he would go back. That Peter would get to do the same thing. Is Hulk would be like, Captain made the choice to do this, so you could do the same thing and go back to exactly when
I don't see that.
Came, when you disappeared.
I don't see it.
I don't see it, but I don't not see it.
I don't see
it's
it.
An open door that they could use to set the timeline right.
No, I don't even think he went back to his time. I think he went to the 70s. No.
He definitely went back to his time.
No, because he's seen her in the 70s when he went to the 70s.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I don't think he went back to his time. I think he
went back to the 70s when she was...
Or stayed in the 70s.
When he dropped the last one off and stayed with her. I think you're right. Because they don't acknowledge when. He said he went back and got that life that
Iron Man told him to get.
Yeah. He married Peggy.
Yes.
So would that make Agent Carter his daughter?
No, that's not her. That's her niece.
Oh, you're right. That is her niece. That's right. But then Rogers gives Sam the shield.
It hasn't been used. It's a brand new shield.
Yeah, because the other one's been destroyed. No. I guarantee he held on to the one from the 70s. Not the one that got destroyed in the 2023
Right.
battle. He probably kept the one that Howard built for him initially.
Maybe.
We
don't know.
With some of the timey-wimey shit, you never can tell what affected where. But that right there goes to prove something. That they're full of shit. The future can be affected by the timeline being changed. Because how would old man Steve have ended up there without running into young man Steve leaving? Because he wasn't there the whole time, because you would have thought fucking old Steve would have looked over and been like, hey, there's me and my shield.
But it
was supposed to spurn off at different times. So the only thing I can think is that that was a different time, a little time split there.
He knows where he's going to be.
I know that.
So he can avoid being
there. Even though he already fought himself like fucking 20 minutes earlier, or hour earlier, whatever.
Right.
So time cop's out the window. You can touch yourself and not die. Did they touch themselves? Touch each other?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bad guy touched, and then...
No. I mean in Avengers, or in this one, I couldn't remember if Cap touched himself. And
they fought each other.
Well, I couldn't remember if it was shield bounce, and then other weapons. But no, it's shield bounce. They throw the shields, they bounce off. Then they have to touch each other, and nothing really fucked up happens, except for he goes, Bucky's alive, and he's like, what the fuck? And they give him just enough time to correct
right, yeah, in the headlock.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
Younger.
You notice the younger versions of the characters were beating the older versions' asses relatively soundly. Weird.
Oh, Thor.
They didn't meet his old self, which would have been hilarious. Good God, what happened to me?
Well, why didn't he meet it himself?
Right.
I mean, Jane was there, right?
Right. But he never talked to Jane. They show her for like 40 seconds total. She got a credit, though. So it must have been new footage. But basically, I think everybody came back.
Except for Gamora, but they got...
No. I mean in the movie itself.
Right.
Every single character was represented.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody made to come back. Even, that's what fucking threw me, dude, which I see that being another character added. Thunderbolt Ross was at fucking Tony's funeral. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Anybody smell Red Hulk? I smell Red Hulk. Like, fucking Thunderbolt Ross and Hulk are, like, right there with each other. Dude, could you imagine if they do, like, a fucking Planet Hulk or World War Hulk, where those two...
Actually, they've been talking about that for a couple years now.
I say do it. Pull the trigger.
They're like, they have the character.
They have the technology to do it real easily. Anybody, they could just paste any fucking body, they could paste his face onto any fucking stunt actor that did it, like the action sequences and shit. They got the technology because fucking Mark Ruffalo was perfect as Professor Hulk. That way, I mean, it did. Marvel movies are a testament to not getting pulled out of the movie because of CGI.
All right, so. My thing is, not just this movie, but in general, it is last 10 years, last 5. It's a good time to be a comic book fan.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. The CGI is getting so good that the battles don't look fake.
It's not just that, but...
No.
I'm talking... comic book fan.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's actually being made.
The internet is at a perfect point. The bubbles are gone when it comes to certain fandoms. Like, there are people that are diehards and there's no bubbles to... Like, comic books have gone mainstream. There's no bubble there. Like, people are fucking comic book fans, and there's no, oh, look at him, he's a fucking comic book fan. No, you'll see fucking people all ages, sizes, fucking... classes, ethnicities, everything in line to fucking go see fucking the Avengers. Same with wrestling. Wrestling is in that point again. But the thing is, wrestling is always a bubble.
Right.
Wrestling's always a bubble factor, but not with the internet, because you'll always have the diehards. Right. You'll always have your group of people you can go, yeah. These are my peeps. What I found hilarious is the fucking 9-year-old sitting in front of us was up on not just the fucking movies but the comics too. He's like sitting there explaining to his mom, now see, this is what it is. And I'm sitting there going, leaning in going, fucking kid, what the fuck are you talking about? All right. Hell yeah. Right. The next generation stands a fucking chance. But yeah, no, if you look at the first Avengers movie to this last one, the CGI is miles, leaps and bounds better. Like, there's no... Right. I mean, you can even tell when they go back to the New York scene that they used the scene from that Avengers movie because fucking Hulk looked like fucking absolute garbage in comparison to the fucking Hulk that from the now.
I laughed my ass off when
God,
Professor Hulk tries to smash.
Yeah, and try and smash stuff on your way through. I just his like fucking it's so good.
His anger isn't.
He's no longer always angry. That's the thing. He doesn't need the anger.
He's never angry now.
Right. He's super chill. He's the perfect Hulk. I can't wait. I hope that they do another standalone Hulk movie. I hope Universal's like, you know what, Marvel, you're doing everything right. Just let us have distribution. You guys fucking do all the rest of it. Let us handle the distribution. Just like what they did with Spider-Man. Because Sony, right. Every time fucking Spider-Man's seen, Sony gets fucking paid. Fine by me. They're using him properly. Fucking let Marvel handle the Hulk again. And pick right up where this one leaves off. Do a standalone Hulk movie.
Well, actually, do Hulk or Red Hulk.
That's what I mean. Do a standalone Hulk movie that introduces fucking Red Hulk. Where Thunder, like, make it a completely non-comic book situation, because that started with fucking him wanting Hulk dead because of all that
right.
bullshit, and then fucking shooting up with the Hulk blood. No, do it in a different way where, like, Thunderbolt Hulk and Thunderbolt are actually working together, and something happens out on the field, very much like the original Hulk story where something happens. Instead of him going out and getting gamma hit and turning into Red Hulk, he gets injured out on the field, and Hulk is like, Bruce, the only thing he can think to save his life is to give him a blood transfusion, and in doing so creates Red Hulk, and then you've got fucking Tag Team Hulk.
Alright, so we both agree 5 stars.
Oh, definitely 5 stars. And I'll even edge it out with you. I'll even go with you that the Endgame is just under Infinity War.
Barely.
But that being said, without Infinity War, or without Endgame, Infinity War would basically be nothing. Like, it would leave the way Infinity War ends is just such. It's the fight. Like, okay,
it's Empire.
Yeah. And there again, without Jedi, Empire would be nothing, because Empire ends on such a down note. You have to have that next one. But thankfully, Endgame didn't go the Jedi route of just being over the top with its silliness. Like, it's the proper amount of silliness for, like, the Marvel franchise set itself up well to be silly.
And it does have it.
And it's got its moments. Oh, God, does it have its moments.
Definitely Guardians.
And Thor. And Tony. They really established that. Let's be honest. The Marvel humor really got set up early with Tony Stark's sarcasm. And then it got fucking teed off perfectly when the Russos did. Or when James Gunn did Guardians, he nailed it home. And when he nailed it home, you can tell from that point on, they learned. They're like, let's go this James Gunn route. He did things right. He lands the 1-2 perfectly. Let's follow that same procedure.
So, future Marvel movies that we'd like to see.
Oh, okay. And now with nothing's off limits now. Nothing's off limits now. We really have no off limits territory.
What would you like to see?
Or
how? Not movies, but characters.
Yeah.
That haven't been introduced, or might have been introduced, but not.
We were just talking about Red Hulk.
I'd like to see Beta Ray Bill.
Nice.
I'd like to find out how he would get the hammer.
Right.
Because he doesn't. He has a different one hammer. He started off with Thor's
Well,
hammer.
Mjolnir with Mjolnir, and then got a Stormbreaker.
But he got his own hammer because Thor came back.
Right. See right there. There's my number 2. Then is do a series of movies and call them the Asgardians of the Galaxy. Nice little nod to the joke made at the end of this one. But do it about the different versions of Thor. You know what I mean? Beta Ray Bill, Thunderstrike, Jane Foster.
Right.
And tell it as standalone stories. And
now, do you have to do you recast for Jane Foster?
I wouldn't if Natalie Portman's in. No, but if so,
I
would
thought
go.
She said she was done with them.
I don't think she is because she came back for the 40 seconds on this one, and that's a fucking pretty solid check. and I think if she got to star in the movie, she would be all in. I really do.
Yeah.
I think I honestly think if they came to her with a fucking good Jane Foster Thor script, she would read that and go, yeah,
right.
I'll
But
do it.
she started in Dark World and that was shit.
Starred is a pretty strong word. Nobody really starred in that turd. It's like saying, hey, yeah, I found a diamond in this fucking piece of shit. No, nobody starred in Dark World.
She was
heavily featured.
The most heavily featured. She was more heavily featured than Thor.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point. You do have a serious point there. But then again, she was under contract with them. Now that she's not, I think it would be up to them if they brought a decent script to her. And if not, you fuck it, recast someone that wants to play it.
Right, because this is future her.
Right, things can change. What's your second?
I wasn't doing it as pigs. I was just.
Oh. Shit. Hell, I got another one then. A great movie franchise. What If?
Right.
I would actually prefer to see that on a Disney streaming as a series. Do a What If where you just all different stories. Anybody can be cast as any fucking characters. You're not setting anything in stone.
Do like a
Twilight Zone.
I don't want to make it 2 hour.
Yeah. I would like Twilight Zone. How? Do you remember when they would do extended episodes of Twilight Zone? They would have hour and a half episodes. If you took the commercials out. Mini TV movies. Just fucking do mini What If movies of the Marvelverse. You would have people going nuts for it, especially if they got what if Thor had what if Rogue had the powers of Thor? What if Captain America became president? You could fucking go all. What if Professor X was never crippled? You could fucking make up your own.
Right.
I
like that idea, but like I said, make it a series of
movies,
direct to TV movies, or direct to streaming movies,
right? Make them Disney exclusive,
right?
Yeah.
If you can get people to come in and do their part.
Oh fuck yeah!
Hey, here's so much money. You want to do
this little movie we'll throw together? This little TV show. If you call it a TV show, then it lines it up in a whole different direction of shit that could be done.
Anthology.
Yeah, do it as an anthology TV series. That way, if someone doesn't want to come back, then it's a totally different Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a totally different Earth because it's a what if.
Right. That's the beauty of what ifs. Shit. Got anything else?
Running long, but
we got another 11 minutes towards the hour. We can use this 11 minutes to talk about Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai is awesome. I was going to ask, have you seen the last couple of episodes of The Orville?
No. Yeah, wait. No. I've seen some. I think I saw the second to last episode. I noticed they've been doing a lot of major changes to the story.
So, 2 episodes ago.
That was the time travel one where they got her from before, right?
Right. She comes from the past.
Right.
And then when she goes back, she was supposed to have her mind wiped.
Didn't.
They mind wiped her, but she has something wrong with her. So she remembers everything.
Oh, shit.
And Ed calls her up, and she denies the second date. And that was the end of the episode. 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, shit.
I'm like, what the? That ain't right.
That's different. Nice.
So,
Love the Orville.
this past week, it starts off with Ed and, what's his name? The pilot?
Mm-hmm. Scott Grimes. I know the actor more than I know the character.
They're trying to scavenge. And I forget the aliens' names. The robot.
Yeah.
Isaac's people.
Yeah.
End up coming in. They get chased. They get to their ship. They get chased. And they do a whole Star Wars type thing where you go through to a planet and go through caverns and shit.
Right.
And when that happened, after that happens, you find out what they scavenged. It's like a power pack or whatever to help their food replicator. And dude's like, computer, give me a Twinkie. A Twinkie? You want half? And they're eating, yeah, he's like, yes, I want half. So they're eating the half, each eating their half Twinkie. And their computers get taken over from outside. And it's supposed to be like some mercenaries or whatever. I'm like, how the hell are they doing this? Because they're like in a war type situation.
Right.
They should. They're like, gonna fire, and it's Kelly.
Nice.
So everything that happened on the Orville didn't happen.
What? Everything's been undone?
This past week episode said everything was undone because Kelly and Ed didn't go on that second date.
Oh.
They didn't get married.
Oh, shit. Makes sense.
Which means Ed never became the captain of the Orville. Without Ed, Claire, the nurse, or the doctor, doesn't become the doctor on the Orville.
Oh, shit.
Because she picks her assignments. She goes to where she feels she's going to be needed. And without Claire, they didn't win against the aliens that Isaac's one of. Because Isaac became friends with Claire's boys. The youngest one, Ty.
Mm-hmm.
And betrays his people. They end up finding the Orville, and Claire ends up goes back in time to mind wipe Kelly, and as she heads back in time, the whole ship blows up.
Damn.
And then she does the time wipe thing, puts the thing on her forehead, injects her for mind wipe. The thing that she puts on her forehead disappears. She disappears. Like, I mean, that's actually a good thing, because that means she reset time.
Right.
It was an excellent episode.
And it's up in the air as to whether it's getting renewed or not too. So, fuck.
They should.
They really should.
But if it gets renewed, it'll probably be moved. But I would see probably Monday, because Gotham, Gotham is on Thursdays as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It has to be moved though, because Fox is doing 4 days of sports.
Yeah.
So they got.
But Gotham's going out the fucking door anyway. They're introducing Batman at the end of this season, anywho.
Right, but I'm talking. The Orville will have to be moved.
Right.
If it gets
Sunday.
renewed. No, Sunday's football.
Fuck.
They got 4 days.
They don't have Sunday Night Football, though. Sunday Night Football's fucking NBC. Fox isn't going to be able to fucking do that.
They got 4 days.
They can do
sports.
the afternoon games, but they're not getting fucking prime time. They're not.
Well, yeah, but they got their animation domination.
Not anymore. Now they're down to The Simpsons and Family Guy. They can move that to fucking 8 and 8:30 and put the Orville on at 9, which is exactly how it fucking started. Everything would hold pretty much tight on that, because Bob's Burgers runs at 7:30, and a fucking early repeat of another episode of Simpsons runs at 7.
What about American Dad?
American Dad's TBS only.
That's stupid.
Dude, Fox canceled American Dad like 5-6 years ago, and in doing so, the TBS was like, "Can we pick it up?" And I'm like, "We don't care. We don't want the damn thing." So they picked it up.
If they don't get renewed by Fox,
Somebody else will pick it up.
Somebody else, because it's
Fucking
too good.
Honestly, if they were fucking smart, the Star Trek, like Paramount, would be like, boom, all over that shit, and just merge it right in. Make the Orville literally like, the first sections of what becomes the Star Trek universe, more or less. Because they're already following down that path.
I don't know.
It's his own version of Star Trek, is what it is.
Really, it is. But
and if they do it like that, I mean, the outfits are already basically there. You can see where the evolution of their outfits would turn into the fucking Star Trek ones. I'm just saying, if Paramount was smart, they could make a lot of money off of it.
I would take it, but I
wouldn't even count it as a part of Star Trek. But I would lay hints in it that it was like an early part of the foundation of the Federation,
or maybe it's later.
Well, no, it's set in 2419.
That's later.
What, in Star Trek?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That's only like 21.
You're right. And that'd be even better. Is what
21 and 22.
Have it be hints that the fucking Orville is actually a later incarnation of. I mean, he did it intentionally. 2419, 2420. Come on, Seth. We're not stupid.
All right. So that'll be a wrap.
Yep.
This is a long episode.
Loads of spoilers.
If you made it through,
congratulations. Oh, and one more spoiler for Cobra Kai. Miguel is paralyzed, apparently.
Yeah, we don't know.
He landed back first on a fucking rail.
I know.
He's going to be fucking...
We don't know if
he's in critical condition. We don't even know if he's survived. Right. Miguel eats it at the end, falls off a fucking balcony. It's fucking horrific looking. I can't... And they did such a good job.
Robbie's
on the run. Yeah, Robbie ran.
Johnny's not in charge of Cobra
Kai anymore. Nope. It's back to Martin Kreese. Get the feeling Johnny's going to go join Miyagi-Do as a trainer after that fucking drinking, like them fucking getting drunk together and realizing, hey, we're not actually all that different. We're just trying to do what's best for the kids in the community. I mean, that's literally what it came down
Plus,
to.
Daniel has to give it up anyways.
Right. It's for his relationship with his wife.
All right, so
Like, share, subscribe.
like, comment.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies. Tell your
frenemies.
Till next time.
Keep us
Peace.
random in peace. Oh, yeah.